Good Monday morning, South Carolina weather watchers. I'm your meteorologist, Jesse Peterson, and let's go in and talk about the weather for your Monday. Starting off, what is going on right now throughout the entire state of South Carolina? Well, we do have a couple of rain showers, a couple of downpours going on right now. You see some near Sumter, you see some in the southern Midlands, a bit inside the PD area. But for the most part, it's pretty dry, and upstate's dry, low country's dry, Grand Strand's dry. But what's going on throughout the entire U.S.? Well, we do in fact have some rainfall going on over here in Virginia, West Virginia, Kentucky, Tennessee, some rainfall in eastern Texas, and for the most part, that's really it. You have a couple of stuff going on over here inside of the north central U.S., maybe the northern Rockies, but it's really not all that bad. Now, what about for our cloud cover? Cloud cover right now seems to be going on throughout the low country. You see some throughout the PD areas. You see some going on all the way throughout the Grand Strand areas as well. Here's the most recent one. You also see some in the upstate. You see some in the Midlands as well. So everybody is getting a dose of some cloud cover right now. And then in terms of our cloud cover for the future, we go and push this forward, and what do we see? Cloud cover definitely still going on, even as we go into this afternoon, going into this evening, and then going all the way into tonight. Cloud cover is still going to be here with us. Live temperatures right now, we're going to talk about the low country first. 74 Somerville, 74 Charleston, 74 Beaufort. Then we have around 72 in Conway, Myrtle Beach, 73 Georgetown, 73 Columbia, as well as 72 in Aiken, 69 Newburgh, 71 Hartsville, 70 in Bennettsville, and then 66 in Greenville, Spartanburg, Gaffney, 68 York, 68 Clemson. Air quality for today looks pretty just more okay. Maybe not the greatest for sure. We have some good spots here and there from like parts of the low country, parts of the Grand Strand area, a little bit of the very far upstate, but most of us are inside that moderate air quality index risk. So doesn't mean that it's necessarily going to be like super bad, but if you're going to be outside for a long period of time today in the yellow, just make sure that you're aware of the air quality. High temperatures for today, we're talking about 77 in Greenville, 76 Spartanburg, as well as 76 in Rock Hill, 84 Columbia, and 86 in Orangeburg, 86 Walterboro, and 85 in Moncks Corner, 81 Charleston, and 83 in Georgetown, 79 Myrtle Beach, and 86 in Hilton Head Island, 85 Aiken. Winds for today, going to be pretty calm, around 5 to 10 miles per hour, may get up to around 15 or so in some spots, but definitely not the worst. And then wind gusts are going to be up from around 14, 15, 16, maybe even less than that to like 12, all the way up to around 20, 21, 22. Rainfall is definitely possible today. 100th of an inch to a 10th of an inch for areas like Girard, Dillon, Florence, Sumter, Columbia, Winsboro, Greenville, going on in Anderson, Aiken. 10th of an inch to a quarter of an inch for Walterboro, Hilton Head Island, and then maybe even a quarter of an inch to a half an inch for Charleston, Moncks Corner, Kingstree, and then a half an inch to an inch, Georgetown and Myrtle Beach. So a good amount of rainfall definitely possible as we go throughout the next 24 hours. Severe weather, we do in fact have a risk of severe weather for today in the green. If you're in the green, you have a level 1 out of 5, that's the dark green. Marginal risk of severe weather. If you're in the light green, that means that you just have a risk of thunderstorms. And if you're in neither, thunderstorms aren't expected for you today. So, again, dark green, that's the marginal risk of severe weather. What are the risks here? Well, the risks here are pretty much everything, but it's a low risk. It's a low risk. If we go on and look at the tornado risk, here is a look at the tornado risk right here. If you're in the green, you have a 2% chance of tornadoes. 2%, low country, Grand Strand areas, a bit of the PD, Southern Midlands. You have a 2% chance of tornadoes. So, not the most, but isolated spin ups could be possible. This is damaging winds. This is the biggest threat for sure, as everybody has a risk of this. And then, in terms of hail, hail is pretty much kind of the same, a little bit smaller though. So isolated damaging wind gusts of up to 60 miles per hour and isolated damaging hail of up to an inch in diameter, all is possible. So make sure that you are aware, make sure that you have obviously a way to get that severe thunderstorm warning. And if it does happen, and just because the 2%, 5%, we still take every risk here seriously. Fire weather is not expected, excessive rainfall not expected. And then for the crazy score out of 46. Why? Well, strong storms possible today, moderate rain, wind, and that's really just the main risk for it. So let's go on now and look at the models. Time is at the bottom part of your screen. Make sure that you go in and pay attention to that. Starting off here at 9 o'clock in the morning, you see some showers starting to go on, obviously, as we get into 9, 10, 11 o'clock or so. But watch as we get into around 1 p.m. You start to see thunderstorms starting to go on throughout the Petey areas, throughout the Grand Strand areas. And then you even see some more rainfall in the upstate here around 4 p.m. going all the way through to around 8 p.m. But you don't see a whole bunch. I mean, that marginal risk of severe weather area, I mean, you're not seeing a whole bunch at all. So this is, one of those systems we're talking about. This is either going to be, there's going to be some isolated storms that are severe all over the place, or this could be the day where nobody could see anything. It really could be. Really could be that. So we're going to keep an eye on this, but again, this really could be the day right here. That, I mean, I do see some stuff like in the Grand Strain areas, but like in the low country, not a single thing. So really could be the day to where either something happens, something little happens, something, noticeable happens, or something, nothing happens. It honestly could be either. But that's all that I have to say here in terms of our severe weather, in terms of our forecast in the future. So if you have not hit the like button yet, go ahead and do so. Hit the subscribe button. We're at 732, trying to get to 800. Make sure you hit those two buttons before you leave if you're new.